Thank you. Does it look better now?
I like to have this much with you as representative of your organization. Okay. Can I say it?
All right, I'm getting started. Hold on just a sec. I don't know.
Check it out.
This is not working how I want it to work. Oh well. All right, how's everybody doing? We made it through. We made it through to the other side, right? I apologize in advance. I know some of you are expecting the cactus costume to come back. the fan broke, but it'll be back next year. So I've got the blanket this year. So we're good. Welcome back. If those of you who are here at opening, if not, welcome. Happy to see everybody. This is amazing. This is the most people I think we've ever had stay all the way to closing. So super excited. We had, what was it, over 400 people check in just today alone, which is the biggest second day new check-ins that we've ever had as well. So that's been great. I always like to go through some photos, some of the candid shots we took, some shots that I found on Twitter, just some of the things we saw. This was our CISO track for the first time. We did a CISO track this year, and everyone's really popular. Some photos of people presenting. This Arby's sandwich, people were talking about it on Twitter. I'm not 100% sure why, but this was a big topic of conversation. Someone made it clear that CactusCon has the meats. So, yeah. It was left in the career village, this sandwich. Raise your hand if you left the Arby's sandwich in the career village, please. Anybody? We want to get it back to you. We have a lost and found up here. There's actually a bunch of, seriously though, lost and found for real. I've got some sunglasses, AirPod Pros, a pocket knife, some other stuff. So if you're missing something, please come let us know. What else we got? This cake looks really good. It's a Tres Leches cake from somewhere near here, I think. Tres Leches carrot cake. It's supposed to be good. I don't know what's up with the tentacle, but it's been seen in various places. Yeah, the tentacle made its way to the greenhouse, so that was cool. Badges. The badges looked awesome this year. They glowed up at night. I got this photo here of Snow Talks. We had a great event last night. Who came out last night to the arcade? That was awesome. And thanks to Sober and Cyber for doing some mocktails as well, so that was really cool to see as well. Yeah, so it was a great year. I want to talk through some attendance numbers. This is a recap of previous year's attendance. The first CactusCon was actually 2013 was the first CactusCon. The year before that was B-Sides Phoenix 2012. But the first CactusCon was at Dave & Buster's and had 205 attendees. So I won't read all of these, but I'll just cycle through these. You can see every year's getting bigger. 2021, just on Discord. That was an interesting year, right? Who attended 2021 just on Discord? 2020, I thought it was 20, yeah, it's 2021, yeah. The Discord online only year, that was fun. Who remembers in 2022 when we moved to the Delta Hotel? Last year we had 1,435 in-person attendees, so that was pretty great. So let's talk about some stats from 2024. We had 609 attendees on Discord. So hey, Discord people, awesome, happy you're out there, so thank you. The bots in Discord was 20,753 lines of code. The badge had 13,325 lines of code. There was one AA battery where it shouldn't have been. Raise your hand if you let the smoke out of the badge. Thank you. There were 2 hard hats. I don't know if they're still here, but I saw 2 hard hats walking. They're back there. 1 random child's sock was found at registration. Even better, it was found in the stuff we packed up from last year. So somebody must have saved it in case someone came back this year, came up to the counter and said, excuse me, I was here last year. My kid left 1 sock. Do you happen to still have it? So 1 mildly explicit looking tentacle. Which brings us, we had 2,790 tickets sold or claimed. That's pretty great. And our total in-person check-ins from yesterday and today is 1,791, which is amazing. I don't math good, so I think that's about 500 more in person than last year, right? I think I said 1,400 last year.
About 300 then.
I don't math. Oh yeah, 300. Thank you. I don't math good.
He doesn't handle the financials.
Yes. I'm not in charge of money for good. What happened to the slides? I think this box down here keeps flickering out. Hold on. Whatever you did, you just took my slides down. Took your slides? Oh, the back. Okay, good. So Discord stats. We had 826 users in the Discord server. Stop moving. We had 9 volunteer moderators, so thank you to our online team. 609 users checked in with Hacktar, our bot. A total of 1,288 messages sent in the Discord. 42 help tickets were opened in the Discord, handled by our volunteer team. 10 people tried to send the example ticket to the bot. So those who don't know, when you sign a Discord, the bot asks you to send it your Eventbrite ticket to check you in. And it shows a sample saying, like, this is what it should look like. And 10 people, it sends a message back that says, really? 4 people try to send a link to the bot. And the bot responds, I ain't clicking that. So yeah, Discord was really great this year. Yeah, so let's talk about our speaker stats. We had 144 total submissions to our CFP, which is amazing. That was freaking awesome. So great job, everybody who submitted. Even if your talk didn't get picked, that doesn't mean it wasn't good. Like, awesome. It was really cool. 66 hour long. I think these numbers might be wrong because those don't add up to 100. Those don't, right? I don't math good. Okay. 41 accepted talks or workshops. I think it was more than that. That number doesn't seem right. But 90 total speakers. So big thank you to all our speakers. Nice work. I was told last year this went on too long, so I'm trying to not get in trouble. So. Yeah, I'm looking for the person in the back holding up the "You have 5 minutes" sign. Where are you at? Okay. There it is. Thank you. I got 15 minutes. I don't know if that's accurate or not, but yeah. And the submissions were pretty evenly split between introductory and intermediate level talks. It's really awesome to see all the introductory talks and all the higher level talks. So it was really great to see that nice spread. We use sessionize.com for our call for papers and scheduling, and it's been awesome. So big thanks to them. They hook us up as a nonprofit with a free setup every year. So really big thanks to Sessionize. Actually, round of applause for Sessionize if they're watching. We use it extensively. The schedule on our website pulls right from Sessionize. The script that we use to put the titles on the overlays on the streams are all direct from Sessionize, so really cool. All right, let's bring up the badge team. Come on over. There we go.
So it was a long journey to get to this place. For those of you who don't know, we started talking last year right after the conference about the badges for this year. We're starting the same now for next year. It's a lot to pull us all together. But I first and foremost just want to give a massive thanks to Kevin, who's down over there. Yep. He is the incredible hardware guru that takes art and makes it into these beautiful PCB things and then routes all the stuff around the artwork, which is just an incredible skill that I am it's just awesome. And then Randall, who's online, helped a lot with the back-end code and some of the badge code as well. That was doing all the hard work of computing your scores and running the whole game. And there was many, many late nights that he put in and a lot of hard work there too. So thank you, Randall. And we've also got Car, who helped write some of the code. If anyone, who got their badge tampered with? Via IR with the add-on. Everyone? He helped, if you saw the hacking device, that was all his code. And so he helped write about that. Carter, you want to say a little bit about what you learned? Just very quickly?
So I learned how to use a repeat loop with the ones where like 14 times it repeats, and also I learned how to like show texts on screen. And also, if you haven't heard from Merch about the like stations, I hid one positive station behind a Coke machine and then another behind another Coke machine.
So I'll briefly explain how many of you guys got a low conformance score this year?
Yeah.
All right. Do we have a slide of the
Oh no, but I can pull it up. I forgot.
You can pull it up on the screen. So, we were hoping people would not conform to Big Hacktar, If you guys attended Naomi's talk, she talked about all the data collection, and she mentioned Bluetooth. Bluetooth was what powered all this year. The stations that Car helped hide were beaconing. There's stations that looked like this hidden throughout the conference. Some were beaking negative conformance scores, so if you were in this room, you were getting your score decreased. And then the ones by the Coke machines and in the hallway. Did anyone see the propaganda posters? If you hung out in that hallway and was wondering why your score was going up, it's because you were conforming to Big Cactar around the propaganda posters. And so, but at the end of the conference, we had an overall, this was the average conformance score, a very low conformance score. So good job, everybody.
Way to non-conform.
And two last things that I'll mention, some of the interesting stats. The one I find really incredibly interesting, the citizen interactions, was anytime there was a Bluetooth beacon between badges, exchange. So if you saw someone else, your badge saw another person, they beaconed, they reported to the back end, that affected your score. There were 43,000 interactions between the badges throughout the 2 days in the conference.
Y'all are friends, huh?
A lot of good networking, good job. But the last thing I'll mention, these are all ESP32s. They have USB-C ports on them. So I would very much encourage you guys to take this home, play with it. We have a tutorial from last year. We're going to get another tutorial for this year, but it tells you how to use Platform IO and use how you can write your own code for this badge. Couple of challenges to throw out there. There's an SD card reader on it. It can monitor Bluetooth, so make it so you can go war driving with your badge and capture all the BLE beacons that you see everywhere around you, and there's a lot of them. So yeah, that's one thing. Or if anyone wants to do a really cool Etch-a-Sketch app, these are great knobs. And with that, I will hand it to whatever's next.
Big round
Back
of
to
applause for that. The slides back up. There we go. All right, CTF. Where's our CTF team? Barrett and Wes. Every time someone walks up on the stage, it flickers the screen.
Try not to move too much. I'm Wes, this is Barrett. So we ran the CTF. We just want to say thanks for CactusCon having us out every year, and thanks to all the players for playing. It was an amazing event, and I know everyone wants to get to who the winners are, but just give us a few minutes. So we had a great showing. Every year we get more and more people playing. This year is great just to see everyone out there at all the different tables, all the interactions coming up. There's just a lot of good vibes. So with that, we have some of the stats up here for all the teams that played and the challenges. A lot of back and forth with everyone, and definitely with the top three. We had a lot of switches that really the top five just kept on moving around back and forth. So I think this will be a little bit of a surprise to see who actually won. But before we get to the actual winners, let me turn over to Barry.
If you think you're in the top three, please get ready to come up. We're going to announce the winners. First, I just want to thank our prize sponsors. So we've got patches. I think quite a few people have patches here from the Red Team Village. That's a nonprofit. We have a big show at DEF CON every year. Definitely want to thank Pen Tester Toolkit for some lockpicks as well as a land tap for the prizes. And then, of course, Kevin and the Badge Pirates for a couple of badges. So without further ado, here's our scoreboard. So I think we know who the runner-up was Brain Dead in fourth. In third place, Subterranean Satellite. If you could come on up, just right up front here, we'll get you your prizes.
One-person team?
Four, I think.
One-person team?
6 of us.
Oh,
All right.
who's the rest of your team?
They were online today.
All right. And I think there's at least 30 people that are really interested to see how this turned out. But in second place was Purple Drink. Congratulations. Come on up. I believe you won second place last year as well. You came in strong this year. Next year we will be back, and let's see if you can take that first place. You solved 30 challenges out of 37. Wes is going to give you your prizes. Can we take a picture? Kevin, will you take a picture of? You take a picture of us? Super quick. But great job. This team, they did it so well. They locked down a table, and they made sure to have people who go out to talks and come back, and they were taking shifts, and they worked pretty hard the entire time, and just barely missed first place. All right, thank you, folks. Thank you very much. And then if I can have the Deep Fonts team come on up. They got first place. You can see they also solved 30 challenges, but they solved a couple of the harder ones to get a few more extra points. So come on up here, and we've got some prizes. Yeah. All right, one last round of applause. Thank you, everybody. The last thing I wanted to say, I'm all the way up in Washington State. He's in the Washington, D.C. area. We come here. This is our 4th time doing the CTF. Like, you know, we don't live here, but this feels like a hometown con for us. We love coming out here. Love seeing it get bigger and better every single year. We'll see you next year.
Yeah, throughout. Yeah.
I was just told I should throw these at people, so. Oh, sorry.
Gosh. Please don't poke an eye out.
Here's working a little bit better.
Protect your eyes. Protect your eyes.
Oh, no.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm out. All right. Next year, we're getting a t-shirt cannon.
I might as well get a Nerf gun and just start shooting everybody.
All right, next up, I'd like to call up Andrew. Where's Andrew? Andrew's going to talk financials.
He told me to throw them out, so I did. I was just doing what I was told.
Okay. Yeah, so every year we try to take a minute to actually share money details, things that we've earned, things that we've got from the community, sponsors, et cetera, in order to make all this happen. For the folks, this is your first time here, I'll just say we are not nonprofit. We don't make any money off of this. Everything that comes in goes back to the conference, right? So no one gets a salary. Everything is all volunteer. I think the only services we pay for are some accounting things, and the rest is really just all volunteer, sort of homegrown sort of stuff. This year was the first year we had charge for tickets. So part of what I wanted to come up here to talk about was that, you know, as we've grown up over the last 11 years, we've been free for everybody. That's been our motto, our mentality, and we've tried really hard to continue to make that experience available for as many people as we could. The reality, of course, is at $64,000 to rent a venue, not including all of the other expenses and all the other pieces that go into it, you know, we get more and more to this point where we have to look at the tension between how do we get to that dollar, and how do we continue to be sort of independent, how do we continue to make this something that we want to come to, that we want to continue to drive, you know, because we could do less, which isn't an option, or we could do more with other types of opportunities, and this is the compromise we came up with, right? For the folks who didn't know, we've offered free tickets to students for the entirety of the year. We had definitely several hundred students show up this year and take advantage of that, and we're going to try to continue to offer as many free tickets every single year that we can in order to continue to push it forward. From a total income perspective, we exceeded anything we've ever done from revenue ever in the entirety of our conference. First, and obviously a really big shout out to our sponsors. We had 3 partners this year, and I think 3 partners and then 8 sponsors who brought it in, and through just that, it was a $70,000 increase to what we were doing. It's just a fantastic opportunity for us to continue to move forward. And then with the ticket sales alone, just with badges and the $25, et cetera, $60,000 all in order to do that, which is fantastic. This is from the community to make this a community event and grow it. So all in, about $140,000 in total income. We had some left over from last year that we used to offset some of the initial startup costs, and that's what we'll do with sort of the remaining difference. But as you can see, the venue is still the biggest piece. But I love this venue. For the people who are pretty old school DEF CON folks, it reminds me of the Riviera, and ever since I walked in here, I was like, this feels like my house, and I never want to leave. I just love it. And so we love the Mesa Convention Center, so thanks to them as well for everything that they've ever done. And then the rest of the costs are really what you'd expense: swag and merch, some of the T-shirts and things of that sort, the art that you saw around the venue, operations being the cost to get everybody out here, tickets, hotels, bringing in some of the keynotes, et cetera, and then the regular accounting, badges, and whatnot. I think with everything we've got, we'll take it and reinvest it like we always do back in the conference. I think some of the projectors would probably do a refresh if you were in certain rooms. And so, we use that as an opportunity to improve. In fact, this year, Alex, last minute, actually took on and rebuilt the entire AV streaming system in order to save costs, basically from the ground up. And this is the first year we had a full homegrown live stream recording situation happening. So thanks to Alex for that.
And I'm sorry for all the issues we had yesterday on the stream. My bad.
He said he's sorry for something.
Sorry, we had stream issues yesterday. The quality wasn't great. Today was better. We'll be better next year.
Cool. That's all I have on the financials.
Cool.
Unless you want to talk about my whale campaign? No?
Did you end up registering that domain?
No.
I'll put the QR code for your GoFundMe at the end. How about that? Weren't you going to register killallthewhales.com? .org, sorry, .org. Am I allowed to talk about killallthewhales.org? Okay. No Starch Press gave everybody a 30% off coupon code, so take a minute to write that down. CactusCon 2024, 30% off, no starch. Give you all a minute. We good? Okay. Is Ryan here? Did he leave?
Meow Mix comes in two varieties.
Right back there. There he is.
A medley of mackerel, tuna, and crunchy centers bursting with seafood flavor. Meow Mix tastes so good, cats ask for it by name.
I made a promise that would go in every single closing slide that I lead, so. Brian was our lead organizer, and that was from the virtual year. I don't remember what has happened, but you got so flustered, you're like, meow, and someone turned it into that video, and it was brilliant, so it's always going to be there. And yeah, I'm going to turn it over to Christine now.
Do I have to hit the button?
I'll hit the button for you.
All right. Hi, everybody. I'm Christine Wilson. I refer to myself as the person that corrals all the cats that make this conference happen. So I'd like to take a moment, although it's a lot, but I'd like to take a moment to recognize and thank people, key people that make this happen. It is a lot, and it happens all year round. First and foremost, especially since I forgot to do this last year, I'd like to thank my family. That includes Andrew Wilson, my husband. Otherwise known as, are you Christine's husband? And my 2 kiddos, you might have seen them wandering around, but they deal with the madness of eating, breathing, drinking CactusCon, especially like the month before. It's crazy. So thank you, family, Wilson family. Also, I'd like to thank the volunteers. As Andrew mentioned before, we're all volunteers. That's the board of directors, the staff that leads all of these sections of the conference, all of the green shirt volunteers, the orange, yellow, I don't know what you call it, mango color.
Goldenrod.
Technically goldenrod volunteers, our speakers. You know, I appreciate that. Like, people say, thanks, Christine, you do a great job. And I'm like, it's not me. I am honored to get to herd and corral all of this, because if one part is missing, none of this happens. If you guys weren't sitting there in the audience as our attendees in our community, it wouldn't happen. If our sponsors didn't show up, we're done. We're a nonprofit, volunteer-driven. These guys on staff, which I am going to call out by name. Oh, sorry, out of order. Keynotes. Thank you.
We'll go back later.
Our board of directors, Andrew, Jessica, Skylar. Our staffers, we meet all year round. Sometimes it's more intense and other times it isn't.
Yeah.
Alex, Brandon, that's me, Haley, Matt, Jamie, Mark, and Mike. We meet maybe more often than they prefer, but it's an all-year thing, and it's a lot of fun. We have fun. Our team leads, Eden, Richard, Tim, and then our village leads. Like, these guys I pester. I'm like, hey, you want to come back? All right, great. So that's Barrett and Wes with our CTF crew, Drew with our physical security, Eli with DC 480 and Snow Talks, who also put together the level 1 after party last night. Gavin and Rachel at AI Village, amazing job. Rachel Harpley with the Career Village. Yes, Russ with the Greenhouse. Oh my gosh, that dude. Andy with the CISO track, our first year doing the CISO. And Mizan from Chandler Gilbert Community College, and Paul Hickey for CactusCon Kids. This year we brought it back. It's going to grow next year, so stay tuned, but I'd like to recognize those people. Andrew already stole some of my thunder, so I'm not going to repeat a whole lot, but thank you, sponsors. I'd like to go back to thank our keynotes. Keynotes, Rhiannon and Naomi, thank you very much for coming out and amazing. But I'm doing the Mexican thank you. I'm so sorry. I know. We live in Mexico. The thank you is this. And so it's very different. And I keep finding myself doing this. And I'm like, oh my gosh, everybody's probably thinking I'm cussing them out. So really, for me, it means thank you. Sponsors. Our partners, Axon. Axon's been with us for years. Finally, thank you for becoming a partner. Early Warning, New Genesis Solutions, our gold sponsors, Avertium, Data Theorem, High Tech, Godalski, Panther, PlexTrack, Red Canary, Staffing Science. Thank you. We also have our in-kind sponsors, Chandler Gilbert Community College, EFF, No Starch Press, and OWASP. OWASP, we're going to be doing a raffle for 2 OWASP San Francisco tickets. We're going to be raffling off some more stuff, but I'd like to thank OWASP for donating those to us. And I think that's it for thank yous. Thank you, yes. Oh, no, wait. I have 2 more. I'd like to thank Jack Resider for doing a giveaway. Oh, another t-shirt. Thank you. Just one second. And Pen Tester's Toolkit. Our first year having somebody come out and sell some stuff. So thank you, Pen Tester's Toolkit, for coming out. We hope you'll join us next year. And I think that's the end of my thank yous. Thank you.
Are we trying to lower people's scores? Is that why that's here?
Yes.
More conformance scores lowering? Cool. The art. Let's talk real quick about how amazing that art is this year. It turned out amazing. So every year we get a different artist, and this year's art is just unbelievable. The theme has been great. Big Hector's eyes will haunt me in my dreams. So yeah, let's give some stuff away. What do you think? Did everybody get a ticket? Did we end up giving those tickets out? Did we forget to give the tickets out? Raise your hand if you do not have a ticket but want one. Do we have volunteers with the tickets who can go drop these out real quick? Yep. All right, give us just a minute. We'll give away some tickets. Oh, I'm told to tell jokes. So a guy goes into a doctor's office, says, "Doctor, I don't know what's wrong with me. Last night I dreamed I was an A-frame. The night before that I dreamed I was a wigwam. What do you think the problem is?" Doctor says, "Well, you're too tense." No? No? I'm trying to think. I see all these hands, and I'm sure you want tickets, but hopefully maybe y'all want jokes. But no. Raise your hand if you love my jokes and want. Okay, thank you. Thank you, everybody. Okay. Anyone know any good jokes? How did the hamburger introduce his girlfriend? Meet Patty. Wonderful. We have a joke in the front row. What do we got? Why did 8 stay away from 7? 7, 8, 9. Good one. Good one. Nice. All right, we're almost ready to give some stuff away. What do y'all think of these? How many noticed that they changed last night? I was just seeing who did not notice that they changed?
Where are the rest of my raffle tickets? Huh? Yeah, we're putting them all in here. He's got.
Here's an example of them changing. So on day 1, this poster was up. And on day 2, we replaced it with
Okay, this is it?
that.
Okay.
And so each of them changed to something slightly different. I know there's been a lot of questions about where you can buy these. We're going to try and put them up on store.cactuscon.com tonight. So if anyone's interested in these, they should be up there tonight. We're going to give some of them away, the ones that were in the hallways. So does everybody who wants a ticket have one at this point? Can I have 2? No?
Here, fold them.
I could sing a song.